stiff as a board.
Oh my god. My penis
Is
stiff as a board
nice.
and light as a feather.
Oh,
It's floating.
okay.
Hey, Slashers and Scream Queens,
Welcome to the Horror Daddies Podcast.
a podcast where we talk about horror movies.
And the daddies in them.
I'm your goth daddy, John.
And I'm your witchy daddy, Carlos.
And what movie are we talking about today?
So today we watched the 1996 classic that shaped a whole generation of girlies and gays, The Craft. Oh yeah, brother.
The Craft. It's just different.
It's amazing. I love this movie.
This movie makes you you. I mean, look at that shirt.
I'll be uploading pictures in just a second. I was working on it, but we started recording.
Hey, that's okay. We got to do promo.
Yes, but before we jumped into The Craft, did you find any
Welcome
demons this
to
week?
hell, motherfucker!
I took care of my demons
Okay.
with Prince was it the demon Manon?
Manon? Okay.
Yeah, I talked to him. He took care of it.
Okay.
No, honestly, Milton.
Yep.
You know, this episode was almost not going to happen.
I was scared. I was like, ooh.
I didn't have power till today, so.
Yep. So it was a fun experience, some flooding, nothing life threatening.
Yep.
Power outages.
Yep. Almost had to make a post. Rescheduled.
Yep. Almost. We were right there. But Manon made it happen.
That's true.
We manifested it.
We manifested.
Yep.
But no, I honestly, besides the hurricane, obviously, for all of our Florida fans, I hope all of you are okay.
And thank you for everyone that actually reached out to us and checked on us.
Seriously.
Thank you.
You know who you are, and we really, really appreciate it.
I love you.
Yep. Thank you, Vin. Though, honestly, besides that, I feel like we had a kind of good week. You know? I have to go back to reality now, but
Yeah, so do I.
I had a good weekend as well.
I feel like we fought the same demon.
Yeah.
Except I didn't have power.
Yeah, you do fight another demon.
Lost some food. But, I'm still here.
You're still here. You're alive. You're well.
Yeah.
The house is still intact.
Yes, ma'am.
Your pets are fine.
Yes, sir.
So that's good. I'm glad you're okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, other than that, I didn't find no demons. I'll be honest with you.
No, neither did I.
That's good.
I was living the Bridgerton life for a few days, but
Just imagine you be like, Sir Frankie. Just walking around with a candle.
my lord going to sleep in my own bedroom.
Yeah, that's great though.
Yeah. Okay, so The Craft.
Wow, look at
That's
that demon. Even done. If you have any demons, you can comment them down below.
Until the next hurricane.
Oh God.
So yeah, directed by Andrew Fleming, also written by Peter Filardi and Andrew Fleming. The Craft had a budget of $15 million and ended up making $24.8 million. The tagline for The Craft is "Welcome to the Witching Hour."
Oh, I love that.
It. Welcome to the Witching 2 hours, technically.
That's true. An hour and 41 minutes.
Yeah. And the cast.
The cast, I mean, we have some icons in here, obviously. We got Robin Tunney as Sarah.
Love her.
Fairuza Balk as Nancy.
Love her.
Love her. Neve Campbell as Bonnie.
Okay.
Neve Campbell, obviously. We have Rochelle True as Rochelle. We got Skeet Ulrich as Chris.
A problematic daddy in this movie, but yeah.
But throws me the fuck off every time. In this movie, I just don't see it. Christine Taylor as Laura Lizzie. Bricky Myers as Mitt.
We need to talk about her.
Yeah, she it was a little bit too. She was too realistic.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
Oh, okay, well.
Nathaniel Martson as Trey. And that's basically it for everyone. That's the people that we follow.
Yeah. So when was this was your first time technically?
So yeah, the first time we watched it, I was tired. I fell asleep.
Like last night.
I was in a witchy spell. Look, last night I stayed up for more than 24 hours.
No excuse.
It is. In one of the movies, I've already seen it. And the second one was bad. Or the first one was bad. The second one, I've already seen it.
What was
Fright Night, the remake.
That was bad? Yeah, we watched that after.
Did we watch that after?
Yeah. We watched The Cabin in the Woods and then Fright Night.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So I mean, Cabin in the Woods. We love Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, we sure do.
I fell asleep because I've already seen it, so it's like if I miss it, that's fine,
Mm-hmm.
But then Friday night we
when
put it
someone's
on.
watching it for the first time, you just can't fall asleep because you have to watch their experience.
Yeah, that's true. I missed that. Sorry, babe. But I fell asleep. I was in a witching spell, and I felt like Sarah.
Okay.
I was dreaming witches flying around, and it kind of like I was turned on, confused. I don't know what was happening, and I just woke up and the credits were rolling. Like that's just what it is. But no, I actually really enjoyed it. I can see why this movie makes you.
Oh, thank you. Well, we can add that to the list.
Yeah. But I can see it. That's the thing. One of the ingredients. When Professor X making the Carlos,
he's like The Craft, Mean Girls, Jennifer's Body,
and then he
Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen,
Splat, and then he Chemical X, Jurassic Park. Just a shit ton of Jurassic Park. This is one of those movies that makes you. But honestly, I really like the characters. Nancy, she got issues. I just love that kind of they make you really feel bad about these girls, and you see them kind of transforms, and it's about like how this girl has literally nothing going on in her life, and everything's against her. But then when she gains the power, she becomes corrupted.
It's like a coming of age.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. It's like a very mythical way of doing a coming of age story, but then it's like she has that corruption of power, and I really, really do enjoy that. But yeah, I mean, other than that, what do you think? What was your first experience?
Oh my baby! So my mom had this on VHS, and I'm pretty sure the VHS was in Spanish, because I remember vaguely the VHS saying Jóvenes Brujas, which actually translates into young witches. Yeah. So that's technically the Spanish title of the movie.
But what would be the Spanish, The Craft?
I don't know.
Exactly.
That's true, I guess.
Because it's like they always have to like change it to make it make sense.
Make sense in Spanish, yeah. But then I Googled it to make sure I wasn't just imagining that VHS. I wasn't. It's an actual thing. But then I noticed this time when I Googled it that it said young and witches.
Oh.
Which that's the that's like the direct translation.
Brujas?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, like Jóvenes y Brujas, which
I guess you can just leave the E.
Yeah,
you can just avoid it.
But it's very tiny. It was very tiny, which is probably why my mind doesn't remember it.
Oh, I see.
So So anyways, my mom had it on VHS. This is one of those movies that she had in a special spot in the house, and I remember this VHS spot. I wouldn't always grab everything because some of them scared me, but this is where The Craft, I would watch it every other week. I would watch Scream 1, 2, and 3 every other week because she just had them there.
Yeah, I would
sneak them away because I didn't tell her I was watching them.
At that moment when she was looking for that DVD,
sometimes I would ask permission to see one of them.
She was looking for that DVD one day. She's like, "Damn, where the fuck is it?" And she found it in your room. He goes, "He's gay."
Honestly, yeah, that's how I watched From Dusk Till Dawn too. It was in that collection. Which I regret. I was scared, but yeah, I watched this movie a lot. Like this movie, before Jennifer's Body was my Jennifer's Body.
I see.
This was my.
Well, what is it? Ginger snapped?
No, The Craft witched. So Ginger can snap, Jennifer can body.
So Lisa can swallow.
Yeah.
Talk to me, baby.
Lisa swallows. Okay, that's not
It's a Lisa Frankenstein joke.
But yeah, I mean,
yeah. So I really love this movie. I love all the characters. I love the girls. I've always been gay. Let's be honest.
You didn't choose it. You didn't choose to be gay. No,
let's be honest. Like I wanted to be these girls. I wanted to dress like them. I wanted to be them.
But it's like so.
I wanted powers.
Yeah, because they're so empowering. You know, like they have like this like greater than life like appearance in this movie, and I fucking love that. I really love that they really make them great.
I also find it weird that Skeet Ulrich looks older in this movie.
Yes, he does.
And more muscular than he does in Scream, where in Scream he looks younger and much more like a twink.
Yeah.
Well, I guess because they layered him in clothes in this movie.
Yeah, they do. And it's like the same thing with Bonnie, with Nev, because like you
still
see
looks
her
good even though he's problematic. But
yeah, that's the unfortunate part.
Yeah.
No, everyone looks so different from Scream. It's crazy. Like even Nev, I'm like, damn, I feel like she looks so young in this movie, and then in Scream she looks a little bit older.
But that makes sense.
But like she looks
after
so much younger, like way younger.
It's only a year.
Yeah, that's so weird to me.
Well, released the same year, but filmed a year apart.
Yeah,
Which
because
is-
they filmed in 2006 or 96.
Oh,
Sorry.
Bring it back. They filmed in 95,
Yeah.
released in May of 96, and then Scream filmed in 96, released
early.
later that year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we do have someone else on the mic, our connoisseur, Joy.
Yeah, we do.
So, she sometimes got shit to say.
Yep.
So whenever she wants to jump in, she can jump in. Do you mind saying your experience on the first movie or on this movie?
For the first time, thanks to me.
I really love this movie. This movie was really good. It's giving Mean Girls but Goth.
Yes.
So
Yes.
on
Yeah.
Wednesdays we wear black.
Yes.
Okay. We should
So-
make that. We should make that a thing.
It should
On-
be Saturdays.
on Saturdays we
we
were
were black just to
black.
change it.
Yeah. So, but I really love this movie.
Yeah, literally, like my closet's black. The whole thing. Like
That's true.
It's this movie.
Because it's slimming too.
Yeah, and like I used to always wear the rosaries, just
I can see
because Nancy.
Yep.
wore them. Mhm.
Nancy got some iconic looks.
Yeah.
Some crazy ones, but she's too fashion forward. She, we didn't understand her fashion choices. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know how much more to say that this deserves a praise. Like
It does.
it is pretty fantastic, a staple in horror. And there's a position for all the goth girlies. Like this is like their go-to. Like if you're a goth girl and you don't like this movie, something's going on with you.
I know.
You're Nancy.
I know. Yeah. This movie. I love this movie. So
Should we jump in?
yes. So we open with the girls kind of doing. You see the three girls doing like a little chant in the beginning, and then we cut to credits. We meet Sarah. She's just moved into LA with her dad and stepmom, who we will never see again. The stepmom.
For like yeah.
That's it.
She's
She's just
stepmom is just there for there.
the,
That's
the
it.
stepmom is there to be like, oh my god, I can't wait to put these curtains here, and that's it. That's all we see. Of
He
her.
said, "You're not my mom."
Well, the thing is, they don't tell you that's a stepmom. So then later in the movie, Sarah's like, my mom died, and we're like, what?
What the fuck? We just saw
We
her.
just- yeah.
Oh, no wonder we haven't seen her. She fucking died off screen.
He remarried. Oh, okay,
messy,
okay.
messy.
I'm pretty sure there must have been stuff cut out.
I'm sure.
There had to be. But
yeah.
we get this creepy like Ralph character walk in the house with a snake,
I'm like,
taunting
okay.
which makes me wonder like, did he have a third eye and maybe he knows something about her? He's trying to warn her.
This feels like
about
a thing cut out too, because it's like he even later it's like, I've seen you before. I've seen you in my dreams, and it's like that's never explained.
No, it's
and
just
then the
weird.
snake symbolism.
Yeah, so like snakes can be, if I'm not mistaken, symbolized as a familiar for witches, or like one of the familiars. I know cats, snakes, and I think a crow is
You
the
better
third
get this
one.
right, because the witches
I
watching are gonna be
know.
fucking pissed, bro.
Let me do my
Chat
Google.
GPT.
Let me do my Google search.
Let's see.
Witch familiars, animals.
Hey, oh shit. ChatGPT, what do snakes mean for witches?
So it's the ravens, the wolf, deer, frog. No, these are just okay. I don't know.
It says shedding the skin, transformation and rebirth. Shedding
Yeah.
the skin, snakes shed their skin as they grow, as often seen as a symbolism to rebirth, transformation, and renewal, a cycle of life. Because of their ability to renew themselves through shedding, snakes are also associated with the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Wisdom and knowledge, mystical knowledge, connection to the earth, healing and medicine, ancient symbols of healing. For witches who practice herbalism and healing magic, snakes can be wait, are snakes a herb?
So that's why Nancy says that the serpent is one of the strongest
Like respected.
animals. Yeah.
Also, a duality in power is the dual nature. Snakes embody a balance of opposites, life and death, healing and harm, wisdom and danger. Serpentine energy. In some magical traditions, particularly those that to drawn to Eastern influences, snakes are connected to Kundalini energy. I don't know. This is an Evil Dead movie. Protection and guardianship.
It's an Necronomicon.
Temptation and transformation in folklore. So yeah, basically it's that life and it's like opposites, and then transformation and rebirth.
So in this house, my familiar is a snake. My partner's familiar is his cat,
Okay,
and then we have the dogs.
I can see that. I know my girlfriend is a cat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, so then she's dropped off at school. We kind of get a glimpse of Nancy, Bonnie, and Rochelle for the first time. They're looking for their fourth because they have to complete the circle of the Avatar.
Yep.
Water, earth, air, and fire, and
Okay.
then north, south, east, and west. Okay, it's a rhyme.
I
here.
love that.
Yeah.
They're like they have to find all four. But then there's a class that they're having, and Bonnie sees Sarah balancing a pencil.
Yeah.
And then it starts spinning.
Okay, ladies or gays, I can't have been the only one in school trying this in school to see if I can get it to work.
Wow. You know, I tried to balance it, but it's not because of the movie, obviously. It was because of the Dark Knight. Because
the Joker thing?
Yeah, the magic trick.
No, I definitely, this is one of the things I used to try in school all the time to balance the pencil because of this movie. And also at the sleepovers, I remember I wasn't allowed at the girl sleepovers. Well, the moms aren't. Well, my mom
what a
didn't-
problem. You have to be with the boys.
Right. But I got away because one of my best friends at the time as a kid, he had a sister. So they would have sleepovers at the same times. But instead of being with the boys, I would go be with the girls because I felt more comfortable with them.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, we would do the whole light as a feather, stiff as a board thing.
Not the Billie Eilish song. Okay.
No.
Did they float?
We can try.
Maybe on TikTok.
I won't confirm or deny it. We can just try it ourselves.
It didn't fucking happen.
I mean, I don't know.
We'll try it for TikTok. We'll live stream it.
Oh, we let's do it on Chucky.
Oh God, no, because they'll come to life.
Okay, we'll do it on the baby.
Okay, he's kind of cute.
Which if you haven't seen, we have an unboxing on this baby here.
Yeah, go check it out.
Yeah, please. It's very funny. It's very TikTokable. So yeah, so then Bonnie kind of is like, "Hey, I think I found our fourth," but then Sarah tries to like, "Hey, I need lab partners. Do you guys want to?" And they do the whole, "You can't sit with us."
Yeah, it's so mean, girls, like for no reason.
Yeah.
But Nancy, you can tell that she's a little bit jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's kind of like, what's so special about this girl? Like, you know, and I'm like, come on, girl.
And what's special about Sarah is that she's kind of a natural witch. It kind of just comes to her, where these girls have to kind of
like do
books
things.
And,
Do I special big?
Exactly. But then Chris introduces himself to her. He apologizes for the guys kind of being assholes in the classroom.
Yeah.
He's also trying to get in her pants, let's be honest.
I mean, she's cute.
Iconic line. He also calls the three girls the bitches of Eastwick. Which I've never seen the Witches of Eastwick.
I didn't even know that was a movie.
I'm gonna have to go see it.
Yeah, I mean, you're witchy.
I've heard it's like it's part of that whole witchy like movie. Like it's one of those you have to also watch, like along Hocus Pocus and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So like I'm gonna have to probably see it.
I've never seen Hocus Pocus. I've never seen the Wicked Witch of the East.
Have you seen Witches with Morticia?
No,
okay.
I haven't. I've seen Twitches. That's the one that. Wait, no, that's Bewitched.
That's Bewitched. Twitches is.
Oh wait, the sisters, right? Yeah. I've seen that. I was
gonna say that
because that was in Disney.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it.
That was an October watch.
Yep.
Every time.
But I wasn't a Halloween.
Also wanted to be then. Also wanted to be her too.
Yeah, I wasn't a Halloween Town guy either.
What you're saying is you weren't raised culturally.
Basically, hey, I'm getting there. I watched She's All That.
Okay.
I watched. What's the other one we watched?
This motherfucker was raised with fucking Rambo, and that's it.
Yes, I was raised with Rambo, Rocky. So I watched Legally Blonde.
You mentioned that last week.
Yeah, She's All That.
Okay.
I watched that last weekend. What other movie have we watched? Oh, Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, I'm fucking learning, dude. Like, I'm sorry that I'm a straggot and I'm trying to get away from that.
Did you watch Mean Girls?
I've seen Mean Girls.
Fall asleep.
No, but I watched it. I think. I watched part of the remake and I hated it like everyone else. So that makes me like kind of cool. So sorry, I'm learning.
You know what we should watch tonight? Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yes.
And I'm only saying that because part of that collection my mom had, I remember the Killer Clowns. She didn't have it on VHS. She specifically had it on DVD. I remember I threw it in my mom used to have these chests in the living room that were kind of made of like hay or straw.
Oh my God. Did she keep all the movies in it?
She kind of kept all the movies.
My parents too.
Yeah. So
that's so funny.
I remember that she had a collection of DVDs in there, and I wouldn't touch a lot of them because I thought they were scary.
Oh.
And Killer Clowns was in there, and I specifically always did not watch that movie because it was the poster with the big head over the people. Like, I don't know if you've seen that poster specifically.
I don't think I have.
Okay, it's oh my god, what's his name? The little one. It's the little one.
I don't know.
It's the little one, but it's his head over the earth, and it's like the people looking up.
Yes, I have seen it. I've seen it.
So I was like, that looks scary.
Yeah, that's fucked
I
up.
seen Pennywise. I'm not watching that. I waited years to watch Killer Clowns.
That's so
when
funny.
I finally watched Killer Clowns, I was like,
Oh.
what the fuck was I afraid of? This is awesome.
I totally feel that. Yeah, that is a great one.
We should watch that. We should watch that.
I'm down.
Sorry,
So, yeah.
it just they're right there, and I just had it.
You guys are part of our daily lives now. We're telling you what we're gonna do later.
That's true.
And eat some pizza. That's what we're gonna do.
That's
too.
true. Even though I threw out my ranch because it got thawed out.
Oh,
Now I don't have ranch with my pizza.
it's okay.
Sad song.
Come on, soundbite connoisseur. Come on.
Thank you
It's the S.
for sad. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, they basically meet up with Sarah, the girlies.
So they introduce themselves.
introduce
They kind of
themselves.
apologize for Nancy
being a bitch. Because it's like, come on, Nancy.
Me.
Jeez.
Oh, because she was watching Chris play football.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of invite her to go shopping.
5-finger discount.
5-figure discount, baby.
So they do.
And they go to like this like atomic horror. Like they go to Hot Topic.
It's like a witch store run by Leroy Rio, I think her name is, and Sarah ends up paying for everything because she gets kind of like stopped.
Yeah, like you guys are fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm. But then later that night, the snake guy reappears in front of them again, and they kind of manifest, I guess, him getting run over by the car. Which this car hit is so violent.
It is so disturbing.
I love it.
It comes out of nowhere
Yeah.
and it's so graphic for no reason.
I know his head heads will roll,
Yeah.
but they stay on his body.
Yeah, he hits the back left tire and just fucking starts spinning away.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit is so fucking
It's
crazy.
crazy. So they kind of figure out, they're like, oh my god,
We
Sarah,
manifested this shit.
manifested it. Sarah's our fourth. This is it. We got the group together. And Sarah's like, you don't really believe in this, do you? But yeah, they kind of get together. So now,
And this is where also we should say that he was screaming, I've seen you in my dreams before. You were dead.
yeah,
And so it's like, what the fuck is he talking about? But this never comes back.
no. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure
It had to
you know,
be.
I kind of want to get like a restoration because I'm surprised I don't own this movie.
Yeah, I thought you did.
No, I thought I did too until I looked at my collection. I was like, oh, I don't own this movie.
Uh-oh. You're
Well,
less
because
witchy.
I thought I had the VHS of it because I count that as
A collection.
and I tend to not just get on a copy.
Yeah.
You know, the only movie I have copies of is Jurassic Park.
Yes,
And every single,
I remember. I gave you
format.
one. I gave you the golden edition.
I have the DVD.
Yep.
I have it on VHS. I have it on Blu-ray. I have it on 4K. I have it on.
That's me with Evil Dead. I got
Exactly.
every version of it.
Exactly. So yeah, I have to get a copy of this movie. But anyways, to see maybe there's like deleted scenes in it.
Yeah, because it just feels like there should be something more and explain why. Like,
because he does feel random, but at the same time, he's just a creepy guy that kind of knows, like a
Yeah.
creepy Ralph.
but it's also like the snake symbolism. Like, he always have a fucking snake, and it's like, why does that keep coming back?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can say like, she left town to live a new life, so that's a new cycle that she's starting. Like, I guess you can say it, think about it that way.
Yeah, that's true too. I
Yeah.
guess if you have to put your mind to it.
Yeah, if you have to really
Why
think
am I
about it,
stuttering? Yeah,
it's like there's no explanation really.
exactly.
So yeah.
But so they kind of explain to her who Manon is. Manon is this like he's more than a god. Like he's before Jesus, I think was what she says, and he's almighty and powerful, and that's who they kind of worship. So then
I
later
worship
that night,
Dambala.
right? Ade Due Dambala.
Dambala, bitch. Don't say it too long.
Talk to me, baby.
He's a little quiet today.
Yeah. So then she goes on a date with Chris, which also like
Super like wow.
it felt like they were hanging out with the girls, and then they just cut to her hanging out with him later, which I'm like, okay,
I was like, all right,
a little
I
random
guess.
here, but I guess to move the plot along.
Yeah, and obviously he's kind of like
He's an antagonist for her.
yes,
Mhm.
and he moves the plot a little bit forward with her story.
Yeah, because
So-
now we kind of get their backgrounds and why we should feel bad for them.
Yes,
So
we got Rochelle.
Yeah, but Sarah,
Oh, yeah.
Sarah's because Chris starts a rumor that she's like,
The laziest lay he's ever had before.
Which honestly, girl, you should have just backed that shit up with your dick is small, which is why I was the laziest lay.
Yeah, it didn't
Try
even reach,
me.
it didn't even reach my pussy.
Not that I'm a size queen or anything, but
This
like,
ass so fat he couldn't reach my pussy.
right? Don't start rumors you can't finish.
Yeah, like the fuck, dude. That would be boss Adam's.
I'll
move.
show you a lazy lay. I'll sleep with the best friend or the brother
Oh my god, his dad
or the dad
in his room.
Yep. I'll videotape that shit. Don't
That's
fuck
so
with
evil.
me.
I like that.
Thank you,
Oh, you're witchy, bitch.
girl. Slay.
But then we get their story from. We get Rochelle's. What's her struggle?
Oh, girl.
And this one, man, it hits hard.
So she didn't know that this was going to be the subplot for Rochelle.
Really?
And I think at first she kind of was like, I don't know if I want to do this. But then later on, like years later, she kind of like,
She saw it as
felt
a
like
positive.
it's an important thing to show.
No, it's true because it's real. It's a real problem because obviously she's a black character and she ends up being racist. Racism is her struggle. So it is important. Yeah, it is important to have that out and see that is a struggle that people face, unfortunately. So she is in this diving team and
they're in practice.
Yeah, and there's this stupid bitch that
Laura. We coming for you, bitch.
Yeah, what the fuck? What is this? 1996?
Yeah. Yep. She even says the N-word.
Well, not that one, but one that's basically the same thing.
She slanged it.
Yeah,
Still unacceptable.
It didn't end with an R, but it ended with an oids.
Like graboids and tremor.
Yeah. And it's like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And she said something about her hair too, like, obviously. And that comes back, obviously. So, obviously this is where we get that she
Well,
is
Rochelle's
racism.
like, where the fuck are you being mean to me?
because it's out of nowhere.
And that's when she's like, well, because I don't like, and she says the word.
She says that.
And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And I'm like I remember like rewatching this after years, and I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot about this. It's like kind of just one of those things that's because left my mind. Or maybe in Spanish it was different.
Oh, I wonder what it says in Spanish.
Yeah.
Unless it's just
I know my mom's VHS was in Spanish.
That's a good one. We should probably go and
I
check.
wish I still had that VHS. That's kind of rare to have that just in Spanish.
Yeah. Fuck. Maybe you can ask her.
If only I knew. She got rid of all her VHSs. So then Bonnie's problem is that she's Freddy Kruegered on the back side of her shoulders.
Oh yeah.
She's burnt.
Yep. And poor girl. That's why she's always covered up.
We find out that Freddy's her dad.
It's actually genetic. But yeah, it's she's very shy, very like.
Well, she covers up because she
covers her body,
insecure about it,
and she's always covered up, like her face is always down, covering up. So that is basically her struggle. She goes to the doctor, and they try to do like this like needle thing, so your body can heal like that way, but it takes a long time.
Right, and then Nancy's backstory is that she's poor, and her stepfather is abusive to her and her mom.
Yeah,
and he likes to assault, from what we get kind of in the movie.
It's very implied, heavily implied. I didn't know Lori is actually married to Ben Stiller.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Ben Stiller's hear me out.
Oh my god, hear me out, cake. Fucking Henry Cavill.
Hear me out. Colin Farrell and Fright Night.
Oh whoa. That's a good one. You're brave for saying that, man.
Thank you.
Wow.
Oh, Neff Campbell.
Hear me out.
Hear me out. I guess.
Hear me out. Paul Rudd.
Oh, well, for your man. Yes,
Halloween
it is.
6? You haven't seen Halloween 6?
No, not
yet. Sorry, one more year.
But yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, got distracted.
Yeah. Ooh, Ben Stiller. So yeah, sorry, I threw that off. Then also we get that Sarah's
having like she's having nightmares. She's having nightmares of self-harming herself because that's kind of her backstory. Since her mom passed away, she tried also ending her life via cutting the wrist. And she did, and they make a joke about it. Where like, oh wow, you did it the right way, and you still like lived.
Yeah.
Which,
but I mean, they're all like witchy girls, so it's like kind of like that's their dark humor.
They have dark humor with each other, which is fine. So they end up taking a girls' trip, and this is where we get the iconic like "We're the weirdos, Mister."
Yep, and they're all dressed like all cool. I love that Rochelle's really colorful.
Mhm.
Like they all kind of have their distinct look.
Yeah, so Rochelle's like a waterbender.
Yeah, she's a waterbender. Nancy's the air. Bonnie's
fire because she burnt.
That's fucking so intense. And I'll be like, really, guys?
Yeah,
That's fucked up.
I guess it's easier to remember. I guess to remember their abilities in a way, it's easier that way because then Rochelle's in the
water team.
The water team.
I guess that's true. But like the water team, it's something that she does. It's like a little hobby.
Yeah.
Air. What the fuck does Nancy
or maybe
do?
That's what
smoke weed.
Or maybe that's their attraction to those things. Oh, I guess that's fucked up to say that she burnt her.
Yeah, she didn't do that for pleasure.
I know.
Like what? And also, what did Nancy do to be air?
She
Nothing.
smoked. She be smoking. Those lungs don't have any. No.
And then like Earth.
And then Sarah's Earth. Yeah.
Why?
You seen her house?
It's just and their dad wears green.
Plants everywhere.
And then she should have been like gardener. Like I feel like that could have been like, oh, that makes sense. Like she likes gardening with her dad or something.
Or yeah.
Okay, you guys didn't hear that, but she said Sarah's Earth because her mom is 6 feet under. Holy fuck.
That was good.
That was real good.
Sorry, that was good.
Give yourself a round of applause there.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
Wow. That was great. Whew, I gotta catch back with that. Was fucking hilarious.
My thigh showing? Okay. Gotta sell all the views. No, but yeah, so they
go to
they do
this-
like a little ritual here with each other where they drink the blood of each other with
And they
wine.
make out with each other.
Like,
Well, they don't. One of them
Began-
kissed in the
Yeah.
mouth.
I didn't know you were a lesbian.
I think this is when they start kind of trying to work their spells because I think this is when she kind of does the love spell on Chris.
Yeah, because she says they all kind of take a sip. They say their wish or their spell thing, and hers is that she wants to love herself and be loved by others, and then
Yeah.
she also wants to incant a spell on Chris.
I take the blood of my sisters.
He got his water bottle.
I take the blood of my sisters.
Oh. Oh wait! I thought we were gonna kiss.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't get the right memo. I guess.
Talk to me, baby.
Stop.
Oh, I just wanted to make it like the movie.
Okay. Well, you should have let me know.
Oh, I thought you knew. I thought you knew.
Oh, sorry.
My bad.
Next time, let me know so I can turn around. Okay. No, but yeah. So then the spell seems to be working on Chris because he kind of starts like following her and holding her books and holding even Bonnie's books and stuff. And he
And then
seems
starts-
like a little servant boy.
Yeah, a little simp, and then he starts going like, "Oh, I wanna tell the truth to everybody of what happened."
Mhm.
So, and then it's funny because they go to mass, and the friends see them, and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you?" And he sits with the girls, pay attention, boy, and they're laughing at him, which is pretty funny.
Mhm. Yeah, it's great. I would be evil and do that shit too. You can't give me powers. I'm sorry.
No, you're Nancy.
Unfortunately, I'm like the Scarlet Witch. You give me too much.
He wants a little bit. He takes a mile.
Yep. I've struggled enough in life. Okay.
Oh, boo!
No, but then they have a sleepover. This is when they play Light as a Feather, Stiff as a Board. Iconic scene.
Yeah, that is a great scene.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're making fun of Sarah because they're like, "Oh, that's not Nancy." First of all, Nancy was making fun of her.
Yeah.
And they do it to Rochelle, and she starts floating.
Yeah.
It's so sick.
It's iconic.
I will say, for a 90s movie, the effects are actually fucking good.
Yeah, they're really
like,
good.
really fucking good.
The CGI blonde hair.
Well, the wig. That Spirit Halloween wig that she wearing the entire movie.
Not her fault. She shaved her head for another movie before this one.
That's okay.
But it was when she went blonde, I was like, why did y'all just change your hair?
They could have just done any
They
fucking
CGI'd,
color.
They CGI'd it as well. But yeah, so then later we get obviously every teen girl movie needs it, the montage
Mhm.
of them, walking down the hallway, going through their little witchy stuff, watching Bewitched, all that other sleepovers. I do like that montage walking down the hallway. It's not parody, but the X-Men do it.
Oh,
have you seen it?
I feel like they do it.
They do this. It's the same thing when I'm walking down the hallway. Most iconic walking down the hallway scene.
You see, when you say that, I will say I think of Jennifer's Body. Before anything, I think of Jennifer's Body. Ginger Snap is a close second for me.
And here's the thing: every teen girl movie has one.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Ginger and Jennifer, it's just them by themselves.
Yeah.
But then Mean Girls is also 4 girls.
That's true.
And so does this one. So you can say that Mean Girls homage this one while Jennifer homage Ginger.
Mean Girls meaned so... Sorry, yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, they do
the
one
first
too.
one. That's my favorite one. Because I'm a striker.
The Mean Girls one is good because obviously it's like one of the first ones. I saw this first, but I have to get Jennifer though.
Is this a gay dilemma that you
Yeah.
go through all the time? Like Mean Girls or Craft?
I don't know which one. The thing is that Mean Girls then turns it into a joke because Lindsay Lohan falls into the trash
Yes,
can,
that's true.
Which is still funny.
It's
as
a
fuck.
great. It's like that leading up to it, and she's the outsider technically.
She is. She's the Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same movie.
It is. I'm telling you, it's like they went like, let's make a meme. Like, well, Mean Girls was after, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So
8 years later.
So they're like, let's take away the goth because obviously who cares about them, and then let's make it for the girly girls.
So you know what's funny? This movie was actually supposed to be PG-13.
Wait, it's rated R?
It's rated R because there's young girls doing witchcraft.
What the fuck?
90s for you.
That is crazy. Sorry, they don't like a girl standing up for herself.
Right.
That's crazy.
Hey,
Anyway.
bitch, what's up, bitch? Suck my dick, bitch.
Thank you. This is when Sarah becomes a real one and snatches Laura's hair for Rochelle, and then they braid it into Rochelle's hair for the spell to start working. So Laura starts losing hair.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy. It's like so scary because she does a dive and her hair starts falling. She has like scabs all over her head.
Yeah.
Oh, so crazy.
Don't be racist.
Yeah, like you kind of deserve that.
I don't feel bad for you.
You want to be MAGA.
And then you want to wear a spare Halloween wig later in the movie. Like, girl, relax.
Oh shit!
And then Bonnie is cured. So
Yeah,
she
like-
does a catwalk down to the classroom.
Is you look? The whole movie, I was like, "Wow, Neve is gorgeous."
She's
she
so
is.
fucking beautiful.
Yes, she is.
And then Nancy's stepdad has a stroke, so he left them some money because he died. $175,000, which in today's money is $351.
Which, goddamn,
I know.
and they get like a high-rise condo.
They buy an apartment or whatever. Which that mom went broke real quick.
Yeah, I'm like, how the fuck you gonna maintain this if you were already having issues before? Like that is not cheap unless she bought it outright back in the 90s.
And paid it off, so then the rent is not as expensive or whatever the property isn't as expensive.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But this is where Nancy's so mean to her mom for no fucking reason.
So this is when we get another sleepover. They had the hair color changing scene because she's like, "Oh, I can change appearances."
Eye color.
Yeah, so she does the eye color, but you can't really notice
Not
it. So
at
then
all.
she does the hair, and you can really tell. Which honestly, out of all the powers in this movie, that one.
Yeah, I give myself no allergies. I think that's a good one because goddamn, bro.
I know, me too, baby. We didn't have the power, so the air filters weren't working.
Oh,
Or like the air purifiers that we have around the house.
Yeah,
And obviously, I have animals, and
it gets
they're my
crazy
they're my
sometimes.
babies,
Yeah.
but I'm allergic to the cat. And
The witch in the house.
yeah, and I can feel it. My skin. I was like, ooh, I need some more Zyrtec.
Yeah, and I'm like, bitch, I wish we had a cure. I'm gonna have to talk to Mannon about that shit.
It's crazy because I went to the doctor one time for allergies, and the doctor was like, "Yeah, I'm also allergic to my cats, but they're with me forever.
Yeah.
I have to live with it." I'm like, "No, I get it. You're right. It's just the itchiness."
Yeah, one time I went to the doctor and they did an X-ray on my nose because like it was like really blocked. And they're like, "Do you have any animals in the house?" I was like, "Yeah, I have a cat." And they're like, "Yeah, you gotta have to get rid of it." And I was like,
No.
"The fuck? What the fuck?"
You get rid of yourself.
Yeah, like you go to write that down like an excuse, like the fuck. That was crazy. But yeah, that one is a cool power, I will say.
Yeah, 'cause
change your abilities.
I can change my hair color. I
and
don't have to wear.
you like changing hair colors.
I know, and I don't have to worry about bleaching or nothing, girl.
I can change health healthy.
I can change my eye color. You know how dangerous I would be with blue eyes?
That's true.
You seen it?
Yeah, I know. I know.
I still got it.
You see, you'll be too dangerous. Too dangerous.
I know. Unfortunately. You know what's crazy? I went to Chipotle the other day. Story time. And I'm in line. No, I'm in line, and this guy walks in and is trying to flirt with me. I feel.
Oh.
But obviously, my man is with me, and I think he noticed. So he grabs me. He's like, "Yeah, I really like his Crocs too."
Bitch, I did the same thing yesterday, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I wasn't being mean. I was being nice. I was like, because I had my Crocs on, and that day everyone kept complimenting my Crocs. Because everybody must have been in the mood.
Yeah, I mean, it was. Didn't this whole town like not have power for a while?
Yeah, so everybody went out. Everybody went out to the plaza.
They were trying to find something positive.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, the guy kept like trying to talk to me about Ghostface and this and that, and I kept the conversation, but I guess he was trying to flirt. But it's like,
hey, yep,
sorry.
Hey, it'd be like that. It's funny because it happened with me because I was with my girlfriend at Barnes and Nobles or Books a Million. And we went, she went to go look for her stuff. I was looking at the art stuff. And she goes, hey, I'm going to go to the back. I'm like, okay, cool. Then I get a text message being like, hey, I went to the back. And I found that weird. I'm like, you just told me. And like, I could have just been like, whatever. But I found it weird. So I went over. And sure enough, I'd see a guy talking to her. And I went, hey, babe, how you doing? And the guy... I felt bad because I think he was like special needs or something, and like maybe he was, I don't know, maybe he wasn't trying to flirt or nothing, but he immediately went, does he have a boy? Is that your boyfriend? Like backed up and was like, is that your boyfriend? And then she was like, oh, he was telling me he likes like fighting games, so he was telling me about it, and I told him that you liked them. So then he started talking to me about it, but then he immediately dipped out. But I'm pretty sure he was trying to flirt because then he knows the trick. When you're trying to flirt with a girl, you don't go, wow, you're so beautiful. No, that's creepy. You go, I love your shoes, or I love your shirt. That's a sick shirt or something, You compliment something else. He did that to her. And I caught his ass doing it to someone else. And I looked to my girlfriend, I'm like, don't hate the player, hate the game. Respect on that, man.
It's like earlier at Target, that employee that smiled at my man. I was like, you know him?
Hey, sorry.
Anyway,
we just hot people. That's it.
Dangerously. No, sorry, but yeah. So then,
where were we?
They go back to the store, and Nancy buys a book to invoke the spirit, and the lady's like, "You sure you want to do that? Like, are y'all that experienced?
Especially
Nancy,
you, bitch. You look crazy."
Yeah, and then Nancy's like, "Don't worry about me. I can do it." So, they call a Manon, and they go to the beach. They do their whole incantation on Manon. Then Nancy's walking on water, and then they left sharks ashore.
Yeah, it's this crazy scene of all the shirts perfectly lined up across the beach.
But I'm gonna say this scene, I can't look at it too much. I get dizzy.
Yeah,
we going clockwise, then we going counterclockwise. I was like,
it's like, whoa, okay, chill.
Yeah. But then Sarah's, I think, noticing that these girls are kind of, I think they're taking advantage of the powers they're getting. So she's kind of like, I think she starts backing up here.
Yeah, because they're kind of like, they take it like, especially Nancy and Bonnie, I feel like they're kind of thinking of themselves. And she kind of falls to Rochelle as for like a friend, like, hey, like, like this is kind of like.
But even her, she's acting up because this is when they're in the car and they're running through the red lights. And Sarah's like, okay, we've kind of had enough here.
Yeah. And I feel bad because I feel like Rochelle should have kind of been like, girl, I know these girls are fucking crazy. Because Bonnie, I feel Bonnie is like, oh, she does her own thing. Like now she's confident, but I don't need you girls. Nancy's like, I want to fucking ruin everyone's life. And I feel like Rochelle has struggled a lot. And then Sarah's like, I don't know what's going on because they're both kind of like the outsiders. And they could have just been like girly girls.
But that's where the thing comes in where you're the new one in the clique. So it's
it's like, sorry, girl, bye.
Yeah. So Rochelle now sees that Laura has lost most of her hair.
Yep. She starts feeling bad.
Yeah. And then Sarah does warn them like, hey, you guys, if you guys are not careful, you're going to get your karma back threefold.
Yep.
Which is, like, you're going to get it worse than what you sent out. So Sarah goes to hang out with Chris, which was a bad idea. She tries to confide in him, who's in love with her.
I don't know why, but I guess
Because
the danger hasn't happened.
The danger hasn't happened, and she doesn't have anyone else to go to. So of course she confides in him because he's gonna listen because of the spell she did.
She should have gone to her daddy. Because
That's
what if
true.
her dad had been like, your mama was the Scarlet Witch. You should
See me in a
crown.
Y'all, if y'all watching Agatha all along, that shit was iconic. Don't see it. So he tries to assault her.
Mm-hmm.
She ends up getting away and she runs to Rochelle's house. She ends up going to Rochelle. She lets the girls know what happened. And this is when Nancy's like, I'm going to go kill him.
Which, honestly, Nancy, I've hated you this whole movie. Bitch ass movie,
But
bro.
this
is fucking awesome.
This is the movie.
Yes. This
scene is Nancy's iconic ass look.
incredible.
This is the where every print you see of Nancy is from around this specific next 10 minutes. This is when she goes to sleep with. She tricks him into sleeping with Sarah. She pretends to be Sarah, sleeps with or tries to sleep with him, but then Sarah comes in. She turns back into Nancy, and then this is when he calls her jealous, and she's like, "Jealous? You don't even exist to me."
It's so good.
Fucking love it.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for what happened." And this is where she's like, "He's sorry. He's sorry. He's sorry. He's sorry."
And she's on her tippy toes, floating towards him.
So cool.
If you know that image, we can be friends.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this is she yells and he fucking flies off the window.
Yep.
Get that bitch!
Yeah. And honestly, she's real for that.
I love that he dies and then Sarah's sad about it. Like, girl, he tried.
Yeah.
You know.
I guess it's like that's a dilemma that people go through. It's like kind of like you just want space. You don't want them in your life, but like
it's like he didn't
know.
deserve to die.
Exactly. It's like I don't want him dead.
Right.
Yeah,
well,
I don't give a fuck, Nancy. Kill his ass.
Nancy did. Yeah, I would have said kill him. Get him, girl. There's other boys out there. And in a year, he's gonna fucking put on a mask and kill somebody. So might as well kill him now.
Yeah. Hey, Bonnie looking like, oh man, thank God.
Yeah, she saved herself from that shit. So then Sarah does a binding spell on Nancy to
because
kind of
Nancy's
keep
a crazy
her away.
ass bitch.
I bind you, Nancy, from harming others and harming yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And then she has a nightmare of the three witches flying into her room, which this is like probably the creepiest and scariest scene of the movie.
They like fly in. Oh, they're Freddy Kruegered.
I love it. Then Sarah goes to the witch lady for help, Lirio, in her little store. She tries to get help from her, but the girls intervene.
Yeah, there's like an explosion. They're like, oh no, it's Nancy. And they run away and that's it.
Yeah. So she goes back home and they call her and they pretend that her dad, we're going to say pretend because it doesn't happen, that her dad was in a plane crash, which is like fucked. And then
they're like, oh, they left because they thought you went back to San Francisco, which
makes no sense.
Fucking dumb.
Yeah. No.
And then they die on their plane.
Yeah. And then we get snakes and bugs everywhere.
Which so gross.
Which apparently they had over 3,000
Ugh.
snakes and bugs for this scene.
So gross.
Which is a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
I'm like, damn, who handled all these animals?
Ace Ventura.
Like, this must have been like filmed after, like
what?
in between cuts. Like,
oh, definitely.
because then it cleans itself.
Yeah, that's true. They probably did all the scenes and then after they did it separately because it is a lot. It is too much. Like the toilet was filled with the fucking bugs and shit, like worms. Oh.
And then Sarah ends up hiding in the tub, but Nancy jump scares her. And I love that. It's like, haha, gotcha. And then she runs away, turns on the shower, and runs away like Chucky, like, hee.
Yeah, she's like, if I were you, I'd end myself a long time ago.
Yeah, so what the girls want to do is have Sarah commit self-harm to end herself, so that way she gets blamed for the killing of Chris and everything else that's happened.
Yeah, they're like, and Sarah's like, this is not real. You guys are just fucking with me. And she's like, oh, if it's not real, what happened to your wrist then?
Yeah.
And they do it wrong, quote unquote, in their heads.
Yeah.
And then she's like, no, not real. She starts bleeding on the note that says, I killed Chris.
Yeah.
Goodbye, whatever.
So she goes upstairs and she starts embracing her witchiness. She starts casting her spell. She makes Rochelle and Bonnie see what would happen if it came back threefold on them. So Bonnie is full Krugered.
She goes, welcome to prime time, witch.
Yep. and then Rochelle is bald headed.
Poor girl.
Yeah. So then they leave and they're like, nah, Nancy, we're done with this. We're not doing this. So then Nancy goes and she makes Nancy kind of see snakes in her finger,
Which
buzz
this
all over
effect
her.
looks so sick.
It's good.
It actually looks really good.
She kind of Medusa some snakes out of her head.
Mm-hmm.
But then what happens is that it's a girl fight. They start
Hell
fighting.
yeah.
These bitches start fighting, and I love it. I was here for this scene. As a kid, I was like, yes, Gary, good.
I wish a little bit more shit talking, kind of like Jennifer's body. Like, oh, she's just levitating. So, but like,
oh, that's not impressive.
exactly.
Boo-hoo, Hannah Montana.
Yeah, like a little bit, like shit talking like that would have been like,
Yeah. But I love the fight because it's like they fly off into the wall, stuff is flying at them, and then the dresser flies at them. Nancy moves out of the way. We assume it squished Sarah. Nancy's looking for her, and she does the tricky.
and she grabs a knife and she's ready because she sees her clothes kind of laying flat. So she goes to grabs a knife
in a
and
nice
goes to
way,
stab
like
it.
the body's still there, but it's flat. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like you see Sarah coming out of the wall, kind of like she was PETA from fucking Hunger Games.
What's her name? Kitty in X-Men.
Yeah, oh yeah, Kitty Pryde, and she comes out and then she dodges the knife. And
and
whatever.
she just kind of kicks Sarah or kicks Nancy into the mirror, and then we kind of cut. Everything's fine. I guess some time has passed. Bonnie and Rochelle come apologize, but being fake as hell at the same time.
Like, oh hey Sarah,
Girl, you still got any powers? And Sarah's like, I don't know. Hold your breath, and maybe I'll call you. And she's like, she ain't got her powers, that bitch.
and then that bitch turns into the storm.
Yeah, Sarah's like, oh, I don't got powers.
She and she lightning strikes into the fucking tree. A branch falls on them.
Almost hits them, and then they're like, okay, we should really stop talking shit about people.
Yeah, because they lost their powers too.
Yeah.
So they
because they weren't natural witch, and Manon is punishing them. So, and then Nancy ended up in an institution, and that's the last we see.
Yeah, she says she's flying, and that's about it.
Yeah.
It just ends with her going crazy.
And that's the craft.
That is the
Or
craft.
if you're Hispanic, jóvenes brujas.
Las jóvenes y brujas.
Yeah.
All right, like we do in every movie, we go to Letterboxd and find, give it a review, give it a rating. Carlos, what was your rating and review?
So I said, I gave it a 5-star with a heart.
Okay.
This movie's just iconic. I love it. It's one of my yearly watches. And I said the craft raised a generation of spooky gays and girlies.
I love that. Okay. I gave it a 4.
Okay.
I said mine's is simple, sweet. I said Mean Girls for the goth girlies.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
Hell yeah.
It is very much so.
Daddy
Daddy of the movie.
Who is your daddy?
I hate to say.
I'm gonna give it to Sarah.
Honestly, yes, I can see that. But I will say, I hate to say it, but Nancy is kind of...
Nancy, I get it. She serves in this movie.
She serves a lot.
But I'm giving it to Sarah because she was actually like a natural witch.
I will say, looks-wise, Nev.
Okay.
Her look, I don't know if it's just the stockings, but my
be.
God.
She's so fucking beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they can all be counted as a unit. The daddies.
Okay. The witches.
The witches and daddies.
Yeah.
There's no like kill.
Chris's. That scene is iconic at all. That's the one kill. It's that kill.
If you can say one scene of the movie, for me is this one. Definitely that scene is incredible. The performances are there. Everything is just fantastic, and you get that satisfaction for Chris. Like, fuck him. I think that's a great scene. Yeah, that's a fantastic scene.
That's the scene of the movie.
But that's about it for the segments for the movie.
Okay, yeah. So comments.
We got some comments.
We got a lot of comments.
So let's go on YouTube.
Thank you for the comments, y'all. Keep leaving them, please. Thank you.
Yeah, we really appreciate them. These two were from our We Became Parents video, which you should check out that announcement. From Mark Lewis, 1890.
Hello.
I need that Freddy Krueger muscle shirt. That's the one you were wearing on the shirt.
Thank you. So what I did was that's the sweater from Spare Halloween, and I just cut the sleeves off.
DIY, baby.
5 minutes.
He also commented, that haircut is crispy, Carlos.
Oh, thank you.
Damn, someone got a crush.
My barber tried.
Also, bitch, like, you don't got nothing to say to me? Like, hey, what up? I hope you're doing well. Damn, bro. What I gotta do up in here?
You mad, Nancy?
I gotta suck a dick or something?
Yup.
You suck dick.
Then we also have some comments. Oh, we should say the poll for last episode.
Oh, yeah.
Which trap would you try and survive?
Okay.
I put reverse bear trap, bucket room, razor wire maze, and pendulum trap. The winner by far was 60% Bucket Room.
Okay.
And then a tie for second was a Reverse Bear Trap and Razor Wire Maze.
Y'all
Or
are
maze.
crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. But then the last one's Pendulum Trap. So like,
Oh, I get it.
nobody voted for that one.
Nobody wanted their hands crushed. I get it.
I understand.
Mhm.
And then we do have some comments here. Oh my god, they made me feel so like.
Mhm. I haven't heard them, so.
All right, so this is from Marley.
Hi, Marley.
Never left a comment before, but I listen to you guys all the time. Always makes me laugh when I feel down. Thank you for the content you put out. It's absolutely amazing.
Oh, thank you
We
so
love
much.
you. Thank you so
Yes.
much for the support. I'm telling you,
I love you.
that is awesome.
Mhm.
This is one that a person we've read before.
Okay.
A Trogerlin Chen. Remember?
Oh, you pronounced it. Did you? Is that the one you always have a trouble?
Yeah, it's like Trogerlin Chen.
Okay, you're learning.
I'm learning, Tell me if I said it right.
Yeah, let us know, please.
Write it phonetically. So he says, or they said, "Hey guys, really liking the episode in between. Happy to hear you had a blast at Spookala. Let me know if you ever at a con in Europe or Germany.
Okay.
I'll also try to meet you in the States at one if possible. Big
Okay.
ups. Much love from Berlin."
Oh, thank you so much.
Look at
Wow,
that.
from Berlin. That's crazy.
You know what I call that? Mr. Worldwide, baby.
Yeah. Oh my god! Like, it's crazy that we have listeners on the other side of the world.
That's pretty
It's hard
crazy.
to believe. Thank you.
Yeah, seriously.
If you guys are from anywhere else, also let us know. I want
Yeah,
to
let
know
us know where
I
you're
want to know
from.
where people are listening from.
Yeah, let us
specifically.
know.
But thank you so much. If we ever go to Europe, which hopefully one day we can, most definitely.
Get the merch. Horror Daddies merch.
Yep.
We got Boke. Bokey? Boke? I'm going to say Boke. B-O-K-E.
Okay.
Happy anniversary. Also funny enough, there's a horror movie called Would You Rather that I watched this weekend before the episode
Yes.
came out. Hope you two have a good week.
Yes, I think that's the one with Snow. Her last name is Snow. Brittany Snow.
Brittany Snow.
Yeah, and Herbert West I think is in that movie too. Jeffrey Combs.
Really?
I think he's in that movie too. Yeah.
Oh.
That's the movie. If I'm not mistaken, that's the movie. That's like the razor blade at the eye.
Oh.
Because they're playing. I think they're. Hold on. Let me fact check myself.
That's not
Make sure I'm like not thinking.
that's not the one with the acid that she puts like acid on her and she puts like vinegar or baking soda or something like that.
Yeah, it is with Brittany Snow. Would you rather?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've seen it before. It's pretty good. Jeffrey.
So we'll want to watch a movie, do a commentary track, and we're gonna play Would You Rather.
Okay. Yeah. A lot of people are in it. Like Jeffrey Combs is in it.
Love him.
Robin Lord Taylor. He played the Penguin in the Gotham show.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I love him. He's great.
Lawrence Gilliard Jr., which I know you've seen him somewhere. Maybe. He's in Waterboy.
Let me see him.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen Waterboy.
Also,
But okay.
Obviously Brittany Snow, and then this guy. You might not know him, but he's in The Nun.
Nah, I don't know him.
Yeah, is Johnny Coyne.
Okay. I mean, oh shit. We can add that to the roulettes of horror.
And this daddy who's in Avengers. I don't know who he
I
is.
don't know
though.
who he is. Maybe he's like a stunt double or something. Because he looks like a stunt man.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyways.
but yeah, love you. Thank you so much.
Thank
for
you
the
for the
comment.
comment.
We'll probably watch
I
it.
love
We
you.
should watch Would You Rather. It's really good.
Then this one's for Carly Tag 85.
Hello.
Love the episode as playing this with my husband. This is from
Ooh.
all of these are from Would You Rather.
Okay.
I think that's so cool.
Mhm.
Both actually thinking we could survive doing X, Y, and Z when we would both just scream and give up and die with every trap. Honestly, that's
Yup.
the reality of it.
That is the reality, because I'm gonna be honest, girl. Oh, sorry. Whatever. I just don't do well with pain, and at the end of the day, even though I would probably try to survive, I feel like my adrenaline, but then I don't know because I'm not in one.
Yeah.
And John Kramer, I don't want to be in one, so ignore that comment. I just don't.
He appreciates his life.
Yeah, I do.
No, but it's so true. Listening from England and they're very jealous
Okay.
of all the horror convention Americans seems to have. I know she English and she said Americans and I heard that shit. She went Americans.
I love that. Also, another listener from Europe. Let's
Look
go.
at that,
I
Mr.
love you.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for all the comments, guys.
No, seriously, I appreciate it.
Mhm.
I thought people on the other side of the world, especially like England, I thought they would have like conventions and stuff.
Talk to me, baby.
You guys get the coolest physical media.
That's true. That's a good point.
I'm kind of jealous of it sometimes.
Not Australia. Australia kind of gets banned from like a lot of the stuff, unfortunately.
But if you're from Australia, let us know.
Shit. Hey, we got someone in England, so if there's like if there's an Evil Dead Rise steelbook that went over there first, y'all can get it. Send it over.
They'll pay you. Mhm.
Yeah, no, that's awesome though. But those are basically our comments on Spotify. If you are on Spotify, which like 70% of our listeners are from there, you can leave comments there.
Yeah.
And we'll read them on the show. If you don't want to, you can let us know.
For this week's poll, we'll do
Bonnie.
who do you embody more from the four witches? Mhm.
Who do you relate to or
Mhm,
something?
mhm.
Yeah, okay.
Embody.
So who do you embody? And it's gonna be all the girlies.
Yeah.
Bonnie, Rochelle, Nancy, and Sarah.
And if we put Chris in it, you put Chris, we have issue. We need to talk.
Oof. Come on, guys. Like
No, we're not gonna put Chris.
he doesn't even exist to us.
Yeah. No more. Yeah.
Yep. But
And he's
that's
sorry.
Yeah. Oh, he's so sorry. Let me just double check. Because we also if you're not on Spotify, you have an iPhone, you have the podcast app.
Yeah, Apple.
And
You can leave 5-star reviews, no less.
Yeah.
Let us know how we doing.
And just as much, you the other side, you're also the most people that see us is through the podcast
Yeah.
app. So 5 stars or less, nor less, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the rule.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You won't listen to the rest of the show.
That's the rule.
Obviously, don't count like the first season. We've grown.
What's considered the first season? Like
That's
up to
true.
where?
You know.
You know, sometimes I hope people would just start from now and just work their way down. Because
Yeah.
when they start from the beginning, I'm like, they're not gonna like us.
You should
gonna hate it.
just start from the Lewis episode. There's no story.
No, that's just, you know,
Yeah. So yeah, you can leave a 5-star review. Jeez.
we've come into our own, like Spencer Charnas once said in a song.
Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, that's basically it, right?
That's basically it.
There's no roulette of horror this week.
No, because we're gonna traditionally do what we do every October. So Nightmare on Elm Street. I wouldn't say every October, but what we started doing every October, like last year or the year before, we're gonna cover Nightmare on Elm Street
Yeah.
and then Halloween 5.
Yes, sir.
Just for our Halloween traditional episode.
Yeah, and also I do want to say I haven't mentioned this to you, but if you guys are gonna dress up for Halloween or for Halloween, because we're all adults, we're not gonna celebrate Halloween like everyone else, but you're gonna have a party before. Let us know what you're gonna dress up.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, share your photos.
Show us your costumes. I want to see. I already have mine. I'll save it till the day of my party here at the house.
I can't find mine. Not on my size, at least.
Okay, we're gonna get working on that.
Yeah.
Bitch, I said just go to Target and get like a regular schmegular.
I know. It's just I'm trying to make it cool with the mask, but we'll see. We'll see what I come up with.
You're talented. You can do it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Because I'm just here to talk. You do all the technical stuff, so you're the talented one.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. But yeah, show us your costumes. I want to see them. We are doing something classical.
You can say that. You can say black and white.
They used to be, yeah.
So we'll see.
The costumes are not black
but you'll
and
see.
white.
Yes.
They're actually.
Well,
But
when you saw it, it was
the original.
yeah.
Original release was black and white.
But like we kind of do every year like a group one.
We do.
We did A24.
We did
a while.
A24 2 years ago.
And last year I did it with my girlfriend.
We did separate things, but I did because I did Beetlejuice with my partner. But yeah, we should have
Yeah.
like Lydia and stuff. Yeah, that's fine. We'll from now on we'll. Because we were supposed to, before you joined us, we were supposed to do Season of the Witch. And we never did it.
Yeah, we never did it.
I wanted to so bad. But we did go to Halloween Horror Nights at Season of the Witch with our shirts.
Oh yeah, we did. Yes, we did. We had the shirts. It was just their mask, and we were all together. Yeah, that's true. We did. That was what was the company?
That was last year.
No, the company that made them.
DOA.co.
Yes, COE.co.
Go follow them. They have very nice shirts. I really like their merch. Oh, and then if you guys do like my shirt, if you can you see it? Okay, it's Nancy from the craft, obviously. I got it from Creep-O-Rama. So if you want to follow them on Instagram, they have very nice shirts too.
I love you.
I love their Jennifer's Body line too, and their Lisa Frankenstein. And yeah,
So I think that's basically everything.
basically it. So thank you so much. Remember, go check out our unboxing of this baby Beetlejuice. He will sit here from now on, as he is our child, and we may have more stuff coming soon. So stay tuned and keep an eye out. Yeah, and remember,
stay spooky, stay sexy. He's so sorry. He's sorry. He's sorry. He's sorry.
and don't forget that we're the weirdos, mister. See you in your dreams.
Horror Daddies.
Bye.
Bye.